Welcome to the Lavender Lemon. Today I will be showing you how to make this beautiful pine cone wreath. This one has a story with it that I'll tell you in just a few minutes. Begin by cleaning the pine cones. Just a little bit of dish soap and hot water will go a long way, and you'll be surprised how much dirt, grass, and bugs come out of it. Then to dry them out, you'll want to put them in an oven at 200 degrees for a couple of hours. This will help to kill any mold or remaining bugs. I use spray paint to color the pine cones because I like that it already came with an enamel sealer. And basically I took what I had, split it into thirds, and sprayed those just on a piece of cardboard outside. Took about a day to fully dry where it wasn't tacky anymore. And as I started getting my supplies out to build the wreath, Graycie Kitty had to come check out what I was doing. They tend to be wherever I am. And these are the supplies that you're going to need in addition to the pine cones. So begin by adding the pine cones to the wreath. I use a hot temperature glue gun with an all-purpose glue. I find that it just adheres better in all weather. I started adding them to the base at an angle because I felt that it was more interesting, and then you'll find it's also easier to fill in the gaps on something round by doing that. And so once you've filled up your wreath with about a quarter to a third of the blue, then start adding in stripes of alternating red and white. You'll find that an overall best practice is to add the larger pine cones near the bottom and the smaller ones at the top. And then to add my accents for the stars, I took my leftover white pine cones and just broke it up into pieces. So one of the beautiful things about pine cones is that it's irregular, and so basically you can take any piece that you have and glue it in. And I felt that this was an easier approach to do because of not having to mask off anything. But the middle portions I felt were a little bit still too dark, and so I did this to fill in some white space. And I just tipped the pine cone upside down and took some of the petals off and turned it into a different type of flower, and then glued those into those darker spots in between the pine cones. So super easy, two different looks of flowers, but I thought it was a nice combination. Once again, Graycie Kitty had to come check out what I was doing and monitor my progress. So she came in and she looked super sleepy. I thought that she would lay down, and she did. And so I had a cute little craft buddy help me today, and she ended up taking a nap right in the middle of my wreath. I let her enjoy it for just a few minutes because cat naps don't last that long. Once she was done, I put it up on my easel to see where it would hang, and I used the remaining pine cones that I had to kind of fill in any dark spots, which you can just use that cutter or just break them off. And this is the finished product. So this is a wreath that I actually made for my mom from pine cones that fell from a very special tree to her. She spent many hours under it, and it made her cry. So I was happy that she loved it, and it turned out really quite well.